加州呢有非常严格的法律要求屋主呢披露所有关于房子的各种状况给买方，如果故意隐瞒或者是遗漏呢，有可能被买方呢起诉。那具体这方面的法规如何呢？我们就来请教一下湾区著名的王明武律师。Attorney Wang, welcome.
Pleasure, my pleasure.
How should the seller disclose the conditions of the home to the buyer?
Well, generally in these situations, you have what you call California Board of Realtors. They have a standard form that they use for their agents to submit to the buyers through the seller. And those forms include a disclosure form. The disclosure form is about 3 or 4 pages. And in those forms, you have to mark certain boxes that talks about the problems, if any, in your house, okay, for example. And the boxes you mark either say, I know about this problem, and there is a problem, or there's no problem, or I don't know. That's how that works. And they have to sign on the bottom there telling the buyer exactly what they know about the condition of the property.
Right. I know California has very strict requirements for the seller to disclose anything they know about whether the people passed away in the home during the last 3 years or lead paint, things like that. So how do you disclose lead-based paint, if the home was constructed prior to 1978?
Whenever you get the real estate forms, sales forms, they have this form that's attached that talks and addresses the lead paint. You know, whether it's a house that was built before or after, or you know, applying lead-based paint before or after 1978. The seller has to disclose it to the buyer, saying, you know, there could be lead-based paint. If there is, you know, do your own inspections.
Now, what about unpermitted construction? Are you supposed to disclose that? If you do, the city may find out about the construction, may cite you or fine you. How do you do that? As a seller, you're supposed to require by law to disclose that information?
You have to if you know about that. Even if you bought the property and there was a permit, there was construction without a permit before you even bought the property, if you knew about it, you got to disclose that. Okay, if you don't disclose it, you could be liable to the buyer down the road. If they have a problem with that, the city cites the buyer. You know, the buyer will point back fingers to the seller. So you should disclose that.
People always say it's better to disclose everything, sort of over disclose. If you're not sure if something is material or not, it's better to disclose it. People never get sued for disclosing a lot of things. A lot of times they get sued because they didn't disclose a lot of things. Do you think it's a good idea to always disclose anything that you know? Doesn't matter whether you think it's material or not?
Well, the rule of thumb basically is it's better, there's never over disclosure. Always disclose anything that you believe that affects the value of your house. Okay. Now, if you're not sure, you can ask your agent to frame it in such a way that you don't know whether you should disclose it or not. The agent would be able to advise you. If the agent doesn't know the answer, consult an attorney. Okay, you're not sure. But there's so many different boxes right now that virtually ask you questions on anything, on everything on the condition of property that you're going to have to say something on it anyway.
Well, great. Thank you so much.
本资讯由王明武律师事务所赞助提供。